You're such an asshole.
AssholeConsulting.com live from Fort Collins, Colorado. We are in the middle of Dude Bro Central. What is it? Fat Tuesday or Fat Celebration?
Tour de Fat.
Tour de Fat. And let me tell you, the ladies didn't let us down with the last word there. All right, a young man writes, "Hey Aaron, please keep out any proper nouns referring to cities or names. I've been watching your ads for about a year, vids for about a year, and it's been a breath of fresh air from the regurgitated puke that is the rhetoric of mainstream society. I know you're not a dating guy, so I figured you would give me more honest and logical assessment from the PUA tripe, such as you overgamed her, bro, or you didn't pop your collar enough. Here's my conundrum. I was seeing this cute girl for 8 months. I know that's a short time, but hear me out. That's a long time. She was stunningly cute, Latina with a glowing face, brown eyes, calming smile, and a perky body that matched that of a 19-year-old college freshman, even though she was 26. At first, this was only a friends with benefits scenario, but with our second encounter being her texting me late at night unexpectedly with "you up," followed by a night of passionate sex, I knew she was genuinely interested in me and the way I desired. This was an ongoing friends with benefits scenario, with us having sex at least 3 times a week and liking each other enough to spend time outside of the bedroom. This was the perfect scenario. Alongside her, I was dating other women as well, so I wasn't putting all my eggs in one basket, and hence wasn't initially concerned about what or who she was doing outside of our escapades. As in perfect scenarios like this, at least one person will catch emotions, and she admitted within 6 months of dating, and she had probably, you meant to write, she admitted this within 6 months of dating. Even though I withheld my gradually mutual feelings, there was a part of me that wondered if this could become serious. This was especially after a series of selfless events like spending my recent birthday together, inviting me to her family outings, being the initiator to sex at least 50% of the time. Yeah, you liked her. You could tell you, oh, just friends with benefits. Oh, I werve her. Do you love? You and love. It's hate, indifference, like, love, love, and then you actually get to love. Lust is in there somewhere. I didn't put that. Actually, lust is probably first if she's hot, because you could hate her too on top of it. So lust, but that's not until you get to that, and then we go through the love, lurve, love, like, hate, indifference spectrum. This could become serious. 15. Despite what virgintile punks or PUA bros might say about me being weak or cucked, I would love to spend a life with a feminine and feisty girlfriend and wife, along with a few kids. Well, your feisty girlfriend and your wife would probably have something to say about that. They'd have to be very. I'm kidding. I'm just. An uptown penthouse, row house, fuck the white picket fence suburbs, 30 miles from work, and anything fun. Yeah, wait till you start paying property taxes in the city. Moments traveling the world in an RV or motorcycle. Okay, you're thinking now. And decades of daily sexual bonding until death by epic orgasm. You okay? You got a brain up there. But we all know that we're not in the era where death do us apart has meaning, and I live to please my man every day is a default response. Alongside that, she even admitted her mother was crazy. That's not a good sign. That is not a good sign. And is her dad around? Is her dad around? That's a bigger sign. I want to know where dad is, because you may be hurting now, but it could be you dodged a huge bullet here. And there's a train nearby. Even though she was anything but, as they say, like mother, like daughter. When she admitted her feelings for me, I expressed my mutual emotions, albeit in a very calm way. I'm wondering how long that train's going to take. Hold on, can I close this? There we go. Oh, she's saying, I feel like Stephen Molyneux walking around. Yeah, she is actually. That was my very bad Stephen Molyneux impersonation. When she admitted her feelings for me, I expressed my mutual emotions, albeit in a very calm way. My reserved response was only due to her going to medical school in a large town, which is known for the Mickey with the Bam Bam. By the way, we met and dated in another town. Even though I was open to an exclusive relationship, I proposed that we would not hold each other back to live our lives while away. Yeah, you guys were, those two towns are way the hell far apart. But pick up where we left off and progress if and when we're back in the same town or nearby. The other reasons why I wasn't to pursue a long-distance relationship were the following reasons. One, knowing her high sexual appetite, how high her sexual appetite is, and how wild and scandalous the town she's going to is. I wasn't sure about her sexual fidelity. And you were correct. You were absolutely correct. Knowing how high my sexual appetite is and the distance between us, I highly doubt that I would be sexually faithful, which wouldn't be fair to her. Knowing that we don't have an economical way of traveling 2,000 miles in 2 hours because humanity has its head up its ass. A few months after she moved, I got a text from a random dude who said, "She has a man now, so back off." She insisted on discussing the text when she got back into town. When she arrived, she politely explained that the two were involved prior to us being together, but he was coincidentally in the same town. She is lying to you. She is lying. Lying. The Virgin Towels are right on it. She is lying. And I would say she went to that town at least partially, if not heavily or completely influenced by the fact that that guy was there. And has since gotten back together with him. Despite the less than favorable conclusion, I wasn't mad at her due to having the integrity to say this face to face instead of hiding behind a text message like a typical millennial cunt. She also believed I didn't mean what I said about having the same feelings. Now she's telling you that so she could feel better about herself. So she can blame it on you. You were lying, and now you're like, "Oh, I wasn't lying. How do I gotta prove to you?" It's like she knows you meant it. She's lying to make herself feel better and to make you have the guilt. I said about having the same feelings as she did part of the reason for her getting back with her ex. Yeah, that's dude, rationalization hamster, totally. That they had to go through 3 wheels for her one rationalization on that rationalization hamster. Yeah, that's a lie. Part of the reason for her getting back. I wasn't even mad about her getting with someone, as I knew something like this would happen regardless. But the wannabe alpha male text rubbed me the wrong way and made me wonder about what kind of guy she's dated. She's dated douches, dude. She has dated dude bros, right? She's not as good as you think. I'm sure you had fun. I'm sure she treated you well. But she was probably good. I hate to be so pessimistic. Like, yeah, is there a chance that he coincidentally showed up in the same town? Yeah, there's a chance. But I've never seen that chance play out. Like, you know, I was talking to a buddy of mine a long time ago. And he said, no matter what excuse girls gave him, like they say, yes, I'll go on a date. And this is before the internet. Yes, I'll go on a date. And then they didn't show up. And no matter what excuse they gave him, he said, no matter what excuse they gave me, it boiled down to that they didn't want to go on the date. That's what it boils down to. And that is, God, 100% of the behavior. I'm trying to think of the one instance that it wasn't. But I don't know where there was a gal that says, oh, I can't make it because of X. But then actually followed up and went on like you got a rain check and the rain check didn't bounce. They all lie, dude. It's a pretty safe, do they really all lie? No, but damn well 99% of them do. And so this gal had the guy down there the entire time. She's probably talking and texting and, intending on getting back with him anyway. You were the insurance policy of the fun guy, and you guys did start with friends with benefits. And so far, it wasn't like you guys were exclusive or anything, so this is no harm, no foul. I mean, you might have developed a little bit of emotions. But she's just lying to you now. This guy was always there. She was probably always going to go back to the town. And now she's just telling you so in her mind, it's maybe to make you feel better, but it's also so she can like, well, it's not my fault. And she feels really great about herself. And then the alpha dude, man, don't worry about that. Just don't worry about that. You got to think about how insecure a guy like that. I'm not saying that, oh, he must be pretty insecure. I don't say that. And not knowing what it means. No, this guy's probably pretty insecure. You're threatening his squeeze. He found out. He's probably just as pissed. He's like, wait a minute, you were banging this guy in the other town? What good? She's like, I didn't know. You didn't tell me. She's sending the exact same lies to him. Or using the exact same lines. So that is nothing to worry about. I know it's a douche. I know he's annoying. What are you gonna do? Fly out there and kick his ass? Just let him be. It's annoying, but you know, he's just. Don't worry about it. The question is, what did I do wrong, if anything at all? You did nothing wrong at all. There's nothing you could have done. Young men have got to start really practicing stoicism. Read Marcus Aurelius. You could read Marcus Aurelius. Who was the Stoic? Oh, I forgot it wasn't Marcus Aurelius. Although he did talk about stoicism. You're dealing with a whole other complete different human being. All right? Look, you've known when a girl wants to go out with you, it happens. It's that simple. Women control half, if not more, of the equation in the relationship, right? And if you did your best, you try, and that's not your fault. That's not in your control. You did nothing wrong. You're actually quite noble and mature. Like, well, she's going to go become a doctor in this faraway town, and I shouldn't, and you did. That was very forthright. And now she's back together with her ex. Perhaps there was other stuff going on behind your back, but frankly, I don't know. You were friends with benefits. You weren't exclusive. And now that you may have developed, you're having hindsights and secondary thoughts like, oh, shit, was that a keeper? It wasn't a keeper. Based on how, not dubious, subterfuge, what's the word I'm looking for? Just lying and like, oh my God, my ex-boyfriend's here. What are the chances? Oh yeah, what are the chances? Like, you're going to believe that? I know when you're young and innocent you will, but not me. So you didn't do anything wrong. The scarcity of sex explanation isn't why I'm asking this, for I still have plenty of girls I'm casually dating. But should I have told her I loved her and pushed the long distance thing given our sexual chemistry, her honest character, and her selflessness? If you loved her and you wanted to stick together, but it didn't seem that way, it seemed like, no, you're going to go over and go pursue becoming a doctor. I'm going to stay here and work on my career. And the problem is, the question now is moot and academic. You could have, but then you'd have to have committed to this. No, you're going to stay here. I'm going to fly out with you. And now follow this through. She says, oh, you want to come to the town I'm going to? You're like, yeah, wouldn't that be great? I love you, baby. And then she's all weird and acting odd, and maybe I should scope it out and find out, no, baby, you and me, let's go. Then you'd find out, how would you feel then? You confess you're not love or lurve. You confess your actual love to this girl. You go out to Miami, she's acting all evasive. Why does she want me to call out to Miami? Oh, and here's a guy like the Bakken oil field drilling your fucking girlfriend that you said you loved. So I think you really did dodge a bullet here, but you're asking the wrong question. That's the way that one went. It's too late for that one. Do not cry over spilled milk. All right? Look for the next girl and be a little bit more aware this time. And if there's, all of a sudden you really like a gal, look, if you love the gal, you say, hey, let's be exclusive. That'd be the next step. That's the next step. Especially if you started out friends with benefits, but then that's the next step. So then you're like, oh, no, we are exclusive. Okay. But this one, you might as well complain about how the 1986 World Series was played, even though this was more recent than that. And I don't know who played in the 1986 World Series. A part of me says I should have done the following, given that Latinas, along with other select minorities, on average are way better companions than your American white basic bitch, American black ghetto. Jeez, you don't like black women. They're not. They all have strengths and weaknesses. They all do. Latinas, they can have some drawbacks as well. But a part of me says I dodged a bullet considering the kind of guy she's with, along with the current gyrocentric society we have that with rampant infidelity, beta bucks, snarkiness, divorce trial. Okay, you could have ended that sentence. I dodged a bullet considering the guy she's with, period. Not only because he does sound like a douchebag dude, bro, like, dude, she's got another guy, back, oh, boppity, bippity, boop. You could have just ended it right there, but also because he was there the entire time. So I would not beat yourself up over it. I mean, how old are you? Nobody bats 1,000. Nobody. You're gonna make more mistakes than right decisions. How old are you? Oh, you say she's 26, but how old are you? Are you in your 30s? Yeah, I said give me some pics. You say, here you go. She's not that cute. I'll tell you this. She's not that cute. She's not ugly, but she ain't that cute. And hang on, let me ask the GF. Hey, babe. How handsome is that guy?
Oh, he's okay.
Yeah, he's good. What would you say? Scale 1 to 10? Be honest. Don't lie to the kid. That's another one. He's got some charm, right?
Yeah, like a 7.
7? Okay.
Yeah.
The beard isn't too much. Like you can maybe
You
peel
can
it down a
trim
bit.
it down a bit.
Okay. All right. Girl gives you a solid 7, but you got to get rid of the Allah Akbar. Trim it down. 5 o'clock shadow shit. Although I'm being hypocritical because I haven't shaved in the past 5 days because I've been right. But you're a good looking dude. Although I guess you kind of know. I mean, if you're banging other chicks, I guess you're not worried about that. But yeah, from an older man who looking back, who doesn't have his emotions in this, I can't guarantee you anything unless I was omnipresent. I could see. She had this guy going on the entire time. It was behind your back, but it wasn't behind your back because you guys were friends with benefits. Now she went back now, and so now here's what we're going to do, and this is a great opportunity. It is time to exercise a very masculine, a truly wise old man masculine virtue, and that is stoicism, accepting what you do and do not control, and self-control and discipline. Right? That's how that one went. Accept it. It hurts. It may suck. Like, oh dang, did I? Yeah, that's true. You want to be human otherwise. But there is no point in trying to go back there, get this one, harass her, blah, 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 or beat yourself up more than you already have. What you should do is learn from it, and not only learn, okay, what do I do next time? Should I be more forthright? Should I be a little bit more clear if I want a committed relationship or not? But then also, because I got news for you, life is going to let you down again in the future. Learning to what you do and do not accept and control. This one you don't control. That's it, all right? Don't beat yourself up over it anymore. And like I said, I think you dodged a bullet. When you get older, like there's been times like, when I look back, I thought, oh man, I really screwed that one back. And then I look back. Or sometimes you just see them on Facebook, you're like, whoa, I totally did not. I thought it was the worst thing ever. It turned out it was a blessing. You never know. You never know. But this one I could kind of, yeah, you're better off. You're better off. So, all right, you guys got questions, go to Asshole Consulting. America's older brother, the Dark Knight of advice columns, the world's only professional asshole, assholeconsulting.com. I'll take care of you for a fee. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.